Welcome, my seedlings. As you can see from the thumbnail of this video, I've decided to do something stupid. A triple threat redesign. High Guardian Spice, I Am Not Starfire, and Wonder Woman 1984. I think the High Guardian Spice stuff and the, all three of the stuff is just dying down in controversy, so this video might be a little late. But I recently watched/read all three of them and thought, hey, why don't I torture myself by writing 3 redesigns? And that's what I did. So to begin, we have High Guardian Spice. I have complaints with this show, but it was decent in some aspects. I enjoyed watching some bits, and I despised others. Sage. The show isn't a dumpster fire. A few minor tweaks could just fix the whole thing. So that's what I decided to do. Fixing the minor tweaks, starting with sexism. Oh boy, this show is sexist as heck. Just switching which gender is, quote, superior than the other is still sexist. It doesn't matter if it's women or not. Sage yelling about how men don't understand women's relationships, yeah, that's sexist. So instead, the genders mayhaps should be equal. Overall, the show's plot is fine. Guardians are never defined, what is a guardian? So I just changed it to, they protect the innocent. That should just be, something the Triad just kind of mentions. They're just the guardians protect the innocent, it's fine. And also in the show, in a good TV show, if they're trying to balance episodic episodes with serialized plot, there's normally a point of no return when it becomes too serialized to go back to episodic episodes. But this show tends to flop back and forth between, oh, haha, funny antics, and, oh god, everyone has been turned to stone. So I think maybe the mermaid episode should be the episode right before the finale, and the Halloween episode should be just right before that. So, we can get all the actual lore stuff together instead of just spread out around the season and making the whole show, tonally really weird. And for each of the characters, I kept Rosemary the same. I like her original design, but it wouldn't be practical in any sense. If it were just cosplay, it would work, but not an actual battle. So I turned her skirt into just some leg guards with some padding underneath. And have, a rose motif instead of that weird bow tie that gives me Has-Been Hotel vibes. She just has roses all over her. And the ponytail is because she needs her peripheral vision. I'm not good at drawing swords, so that's a sword she has. It's purple. Don't question my sword drawing skills. Next is Sage. I hate her color palette. I just hate it so much. Her hair is this, sky turquoise blue. Her hat and outfit is this purplish color, and her terrasphere is pink. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I hate it, so I changed it to just all being that purplish color, and I think it works. I also changed their race to an elf, because I think it suits them a lot better, the studious elf stereotype. Okay, so I changed Sage's character into being way more of a shy person. She just hates talking to people as a whole. And instead of her mom hating new magic and Sage not liking new magic because of it, Sage is curious about new magic and wants to learn all the magic she can, but is conflicted because her mother doesn't like it. And I don't know, but Sage is incredibly curious about new magic and just wants to learn everything they can. And her and Rosemary actually get along and actually have a healthy friendship instead of, Rosemary yelling at Sage and not caring about what they want to do at the Halloween festival, and then yelling at Sage about wanting to be perfect for the teachers, despite the fact that that's never an established character trait that they have at all, and that's really annoying. So, overall, I made Sage a lot more shy, and kind of like Fluttershy energy. Like, they're shy, but they will yell at people, and when they do, it is scary. I imagine that Sage is actually terrible at old magic, and that's why they want to try new magic. They don't get bullied for using old magic, they get bullied for being bad at it. So I imagine when they try new magic, since new magic is easy, Sage is really good at it and becomes incredibly proficient in new magic. But then we establish that new magic is too powerful with no consequence. And then maybe we can get on a plot twist that new magic is causing the rot. So it can be like a, what the fuck? You need, like, consequences. You need, like, balance. You can't just be overpowered as fuck because it's taking a toll on the world. So, maybe that could be a thing instead of just political allegories. Okay, moving on to Parsley. I actually liked their character despite the fact that they have no personality to speak of. I just really liked them. They weren't an asshole like Sage, or annoying like Rosemary, or just confusing like Time. So I just sort of kept Parsley the same, except I decided to add more to their personality and make them incredibly care about everyone around them. They room with Time for like 2 minutes, and then she's like already trying to help Time through her rot in the woods situation. And I just made Parsley a lot more caring. Like, if you have 2 gazillion brothers, then you're gonna have to be a lot caring. Yeah, a lot caring, that's English. So yeah, I also made them a Dragonborn because I don't know if Dragonborns are immune to fire or not, but this is a fantasy world. Let's add more fantasy races, and yeah, Parsley's a Dragonborn now. They're immune to fire, I'm not sure, but I think it would work because they're a blacksmith and dragons can breathe fire, so Parsley can just breathe the fire for the blacksmith and stuff. It works. And last but not least, Time. Oh boy, Time is like a stoic character that doesn't smile and doesn't emotion, and personally, I don't like the characters that don't smile and never emotion. I just don't like them. They are the worst, because I'm a kind of person who likes to emotionally connect with characters, and see characters emotionally connect with others, so when I see a character who doesn't emotion, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. But I think I can work with this personality, I guess. Except change it a little bit, that Time actually has a bunch of stored up emotions, but they don't want to tell anyone because they're like closed off because trauma. They don't want to open up to anyone because the last time they did, I think I'm going to add some personal reason why Time wants to stop the rot other than I want to help my dad. Time actually was more or less the catalyst for the rot. I'm changing the plot. Ooh, how blasphemous of me. So, Time actually trusted one member of the Triumvirate, which are the bad guys, the kid one, I think, or the middle-aged one. She spilled their life story to them and was, like, trusting. But then they betrayed her and screwed over the forest by learning its weak point, exploiting it, and causing the rot with new magic. And Time was like, never again. I know this is like the same plot as like the bit with Lloyd and Ninjago and Harumi. Like, he trusted her and then she backstabbed him. Except this time, Time's trauma is actually gonna get resolved. Whoa! And she's gonna stop moping around about the forest before 9 seasons have passed. She's gonna, Parsley's gonna help her emotionally through it, and Time is gonna help Parsley be a lot more suspicious of people because Parsley is too trusting. Time learns that she can open up around her friends, and Parsley learns that maybe she shouldn't open up around cats. That might be cat girls in disguise trying to kill them. So, yeah, it works for both of them. They both get arcs. Wahoo! I didn't want to redesign Snapdragon and Amaryllis because I already find them perfect characters. I love Amaryllis. They're an absolute icon. And Snapdragon actually has a good character arc. I like them. And now for the elephant in the room. Time's design. Okay, so back to the D&D races thing. I decided to make them a changeling. And change their pronouns to they, them, because we have a lot of LGBTQ rep in this show for, like, gay stuff and trans stuff, but what about, like, the non-binary folks? So yeah, Time is non-binary now, and I made them a changeling, which means they can shapeshift, and the reason I did that is because Time's original design really confused me. Their fluffed up hair paired with their pointy ears and their sharp teeth made me think they were actually, like, a wolf person, along with their, like, Halloween costume being a wolf. So I just thought, are they a wolf person? So I could never really stick to the idea that they were an elf. So yeah, changeling. And also it makes more sense that they're connected to the forest as a changeling and not as an elf, because elves are, like, just people with pointy ears. Meanwhile, changelings are, like, a whole nother thing, and we could add some lore that they're from the forest or something. Yeah, and also, another problem I have just with the show as a whole, regarding its male characters, is that the only two good guy male characters are Snapdragon and Professor Caraway. I also think Parnell. I'm not sure what gender Parnell is. I think they might be a he, but I'm not sure. But, like, Snapdragon wants to be a girl and will probably become a girl. And Professor Caraway is a trans man, which means they used to be a girl. So what this show is essentially saying, judging by the rest of their male characters, is the only way a man can be good, can be like a good person, is if they become a woman, which is not good at all. That's not a good message to be teaching anyone. Especially, like, the poor young dudes watching the show. Like, salute to all the good men out there, but, like, still, that's terrible. So that's where Astor comes in. I decided to add him to the story, but I didn't think of redesigning him, because I like his design, it's good. But Astor, actually, is going to be a good guy male character who just happens to be straight. He's the token straight that's on thin ice. So, originally, Astor's going to just be stupid, not know how to do anything, but slowly over the course of the show, while hanging out with the main characters, he's going to learn and come into his own and be a better person. And maybe join the main cast, who knows? So, yeah, Astor's going to get his arc, because I actually liked his character, and I think that he has potential. So, yeah, justice for Astor. Alright, time for I Am Not Starfire. Okay, this book is a solid, I don't know, C+. It's decent. The concept is good, but some of the execution is not the best. But my main problem with the story is Mandy. She never communicates with her parents. She is rude to everyone, and she even says, like, being understood by your family is rare and overrated. Like, you should hope to be understood by your parents. And that's, like, being understood by your family, that's a really good thing that few people get. So, don't do that. Don't be like that. And Mandy's also, like, super toxic to her girlfriend. It's just, she takes one selfie with the Justice League, and then Mandy, like, yells at her, and doesn't even tell her why she's yelling at her. She's just, like, so her girlfriend is like, Mandy, you're being kind of a dick about this. And then Mandy goes, well, you should know, your life is full of dicks. And it's just, I don't, why? Mandy is just an absolute asshole, and I think maybe if she wasn't an asshole and actually communicated with her parents, then the book would be a lot better. And also, at the end, the girlfriend shouldn't apologize to Mandy. Mandy should apologize to the girlfriend for being a jerk to her. And it's just like, without telling her, just clear communication is what makes a relationship healthy. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the problems I have with the book, other than the fact that Mandy is weirdly pale and does not look like a child of Starfire, so I just kind of fixed that by making them orange. So, yeah. It's the final rewrite. Okay, so time for the third and final rewrite. Wonder Woman 1980-something. I watched this movie a while ago. I only decided to add it into the redesign because a double redesign doesn't sound as funky as a triple redesign. So, yeah. I just had to shove Wonder Woman into the cesspool of pain that is my redesigns. The movie isn't terrible. It's just one of those movies I watch just to laugh at how bad it is. That's the only really rewatch value it has. Cheetah's design is god-awful. She looks like she's from the Cats movie, and I could barely recognize she was a cheetah. I just thought that she was one of those, like, weird white house cats. Or something. With pencil drawn on mascara and hasn't slept in 3 days eye bags. Weird. So anyway, I changed Wonder Woman's design to incorporate a lot more of, like, Greek and Roman stuff, because they are from Themyscira, and Wonder Woman's whole thing is that she was, like, sculpted by, like, Zeus. Well, she was sculpted by her mother and brought to life by Zeus, but yeah, there's a ton of, like, Greek and Roman inspiration, and I decided to just crank that up by giving her, like, one of those helmets and, a Greek soldier skirt thing. I mean, hey, it's better than wearing a metal bikini. I'm not too proud of this redesign, but it's better than wearing a metal bathing suit. Wonder Woman may be bulletproof, but she can still get stabbed in her lubas. So, yeah. Cheetah's design, I made her look like an actual cheetah. Why does she have to be completely naked? Just give her an outfit, please. She looks like she's from the Cats movie. So, I gave her a little torn up crop top and shorts. I mean, I don't know what that is. That's a skirt, probably. But yeah, at least she looks like a cheetah now. I can't draw cheetahs as well as the movie can draw cheetahs, but she looks more like a cheetah. I should have made her a lot more orange. But yeah, so for the plot, I like the wishing stone concept. It's good, but the whole idea of everyone will automatically wish for something selfish, like, what if, I don't know, someone wishes for world peace, someone wishes to cure cancer, someone wishes for Harambe to come back from the dead, but, like, so that just kind of tears the film's message apart if you think about it for more than, like, 5 seconds. So, I mean, yeah, the Dreamstone can be done right, but instead of it being don't just wish for things, it should just be if big companies get their hands on power, then bad things will happen, because specifically big company guy, care about greed and stuff, not actual people. So don't make it so the entire world wishes for things. Make it so big company has the power for themselves, and so the wishing stone has to be destroyed, because despite how much good it could do, if fallen into the wrong hands, it could probably cause the end of the universe. So I think that's just a good quick fix for the plot. And other than that, the mall scene, it filled me with cringe. I cringed into oblivion while watching that scene, like the Wonder Woman winking to the little kid and her going, wow, like, so yeah. That's all my complaints and stuff for the Wonder Woman 1984. So, yeah, that's about it. My triple threat of redesigns. Yahoo! I'm finally done. I'm finally done. The monsters, the nightmares, they're finally over. Wait. What's that in the distance? No!